Hi everyone, I've just been down to visit North Star Figures and I have picked up the new Crew 2 and so I've got the Crew 2, I've got the last Prospector, yeah, I've got a bag of metal miniatures and I've got a light dwarf light infantry sprue, and I'm going to do a little quick once over of these things, give you a quick look. So these dwarf light infantry, they have sort of mining implements, so they've got shovels and picks and axes and hammers and more picks and what have you. So they're really useful for using those arms for making miners, which I understand come into the last Prospector. So these are very compatible right across all the Stargrave stuff. So these arms will go on the bodies very nicely. I've already seen some people doing that kind of thing. Looking really good. Been some really nice miniatures on the internet of late. And that's a really nice sprue. I think I love dwarves. I started with dwarves back in 1982 when I was 13 years old. I've got a dwarf army from way back then. And I've been collecting them ever since. And I really, really like those faces. I think they're beautiful. I hope you can see those. I love them that they've got bows as well, very Tolkien-esque. Some lovely faces. I love that guy there. That's with this sort of hat at a kind of jaunty angle. And that guy there is similar. Yes, very, very characterful faces, and I really like them. And of course, you can make your dwarves up once you've, because they're still big. If you're going to use these mining type arms for sticking onto some Stargrave crew types, then there's going to be plenty of bits left over for making dwarves, which I'll be doing that later. So what else we got? We got metals, and I've been sat furiously chuffing about with my farm for nearly 2 hours now, trying to get it to empty the files off it, make some space so I could open these, and I've been itching to do it. There's the sort of guy who's crouched. I think he's one of the new specialist type troops. What a great, I love that kind of like Adrian type helmet there. Really loving that. Very kind of, yeah, totally in the Stargrave universe, but taking design cues from a wide range of science fiction and, you know, Earth history, and I really like that miniature. I think he's lovely. What we got here? Young lady here with, oh, very yeah, again, sort of a whiff of partisan and Eastern Europe kind of thing there. I love that beret she's got on. What's she got on the back there? Big sword, big knife, big fighting knife. Yeah, you're not going to mess with her. Looking forward to painting that one. Big ammunition pouches and whatever you. Excellent. Ah, Bruiser. Look at that. That is thug. Thug life. Beautiful. Love it. That is mental. And I'm getting strong 2000 AD vibes off of that. And there's no shame in that. But again, you know, you're in Stargrave. You know, and the aesthetic I think they've got is you know, you can see so much in it, and it's such a wonderful generic sort of style, but it's kind of its own as well. That's what I think anyway. You can think what you like, can't you? You know, your own opinions. That's mad. Who doesn't like a big trench coat? I like these armour plates in the. Oh well, I'd do those as sort of armour plates in the trench coat. Could do something like that for riding my motorbike. And then, I'm sure it's got a big sight on the side of there that, or something that she's not quite looking down. But that's again a nice action pose, very characterful. Ah, now this one I love. I've seen this one on the internet. I love these aliens, these bug-eyed aliens. I absolutely dig those eyes, because you just paint them. I paint them black and just do reflected white spots in them. And the males of these I do kind of pretty dowdy. So she's got the frill on her head, and I'm going to do some sexual dimorphism there, and paint this pretty bright. But she looks like some kind of mysticy type or martial artsy type, mystic type, doing some psionics maybe. It's got to be said, I haven't looked at exactly what these things are yet. They're fresh out of the bag. Ah, squid face, Zoidberg with knives. Don't mess with Zoidberg. That is so nice. Lovely miniatures like that armour. I like that. Ah, now that says Street Samurai to me. Oh, the pistol behind her, hiding the pistol. Ah, fantastic. That says Street Sam to me. That's me cyberpunk roots. Not played it since, God, late 80s, early 90s, but yeah, I love that. That's fantastic. You'll probably guess I'm a big fan of these things. I'm just unapologetic. Some kind of mystic type there. You could use that. I think you could probably stretch that into a fantasy setting with a bit of light conversion work. That's a beautiful. I love painting robes and things. So that's going to be great fun. I like to take something like that and either do it really dark or I'll do it mad, like turquoise and things and yellows. We'll see how that comes out. And then last of these metal miniatures, this seems to be some kind of, this guy's some sort of heavily armoured mechanic. Not sure what's going on there. He's got some sort of, he's got that I recognise as a wrench, adjustable wrench. Well, he seems to have some sort of space mallet and pick there, so I don't know what his game is. Maybe he's a specialist for cracking open safes or something. I don't know, because I've not looked at what these things are, because it's the first time I've seen it, and I spent all my time at work. That's right. Let's have a quick look at Le Book. So again, we've got some rather lovely artwork there, which of course we've all, no doubt you're all familiar with. I know I've been looking forward to getting my hands on this. I'll just go a quick flick through, and I love how the clean, the clarity of Kev Dallymore's paintwork there. Some lovely miniatures. I love that check on the head, and I love how he does these muted colours. You know, but I love how he just does green and grey. The colour combos are fantastic. I don't think anyone paints grey and black and dark colours as well as, well, but I'm sure there are others who do, but I think Kev Dallymore does an absolutely fantastic job on those. I've got some artwork there, some more artwork, as you want to sort of think was a kind of Street Samurai. There's that striker, don't know. So new soldier types. Bruiser, engineer, presumably that was the guy who we saw. We've got a terrain expert, which is the guy with the Adrian helmet, I think. The guy who was kneeling down. It's a striker. Close and personal. So it looks like he, yeah, a bit of a hand weapon. All right, two hand weapons. So that looks like it looks like Zoidberg's a striker. Let's just see. We got. I'm guessing. I might get these wrong. Engineer, I guess. Right, Bruiser. Yeah, sold. Okay. Terrain experts, then a kneeling down guy. I'm not sure about the others. I guess the others are not soldiers, but actually hero types. You know, captains and what have you. Then there's the campaign. Again, more lovely artwork. Looking forward to reading this. I like that guy. angry minky type. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful browns and blacks. Lovely muted colours, and it's just these touches of detail on the edges. It does. I've seen some of these pictures. Certainly seen some of these miniatures before in, I think, the main rule book. But I think they're different photographs. Again, cool artwork. Love it. That's a great picture. Really like that. Bar fight. Got to have a bar fight. I'm going to flick through these because I'm going on a bit, aren't I? Yeah, I love these little the data marker things. You know, the little targets, the little droid there. That's a beautifully painted miniature, and it's tiny. I love this guy, the Mystic. The sort of what? Yeah, the not Jedi. Ah, cool, man. Striker. That's cool. Okay, I'm going to flick just brief. Oh! I seem to recall there was a threat about robots being released. Now, how you make a plastic robot set that's generic across sci-fi, I have no idea. But I love robots. I absolutely adore robots. More of that sort of thing. And actually, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was thinking of just painting up. I think I've seen that picture before in previous artwork, or at least part of it. And I was just thinking the other day, I'm going to take some standard plastic miniatures and just paint them as if they're androids. So with, like, I don't know, completely white skin, probably even shiny skin, and just paint them as if they're you know, just very human-ish, but definitely robots, but made to look like humans. Anyway, it was just a half-assed idea. Okay, let's do a quick unbox here, because I've been blathering on as I am wont to do. Gets that's the artwork that we saw in the book on there. I like it. I can't wait to open these. Let's just pull a whole lot out. Bases, of course, we've all seen them. Okay, and then we've got 4 sprues that are all identical and are, of course, female. So we've got the female sprues, and I'll just adjust my light to shine on those a little better. Hopefully you can see those. I really like that body. I did a version of that corresponds to one of the male bodies from the crew set. And these are the crew, of course. So the mercenaries and the soldiers, you know, there's less variety. And the crew sprue is the one with the sprue, both male and female, with most variety, I think. And I really like it. I think the male crew was fantastic. This is also seems to have, yeah, this is right up there with it, if not better. I really liked some of those poses. I think there's a bit more dynamism to these bodies. They look a bit more, there's a bit more movement to them, I think, than the male crew, which I very much like. I did a miniature as a female one. I put a female head on from somewhere. I can't remember where I got that from. I put a female head on the male body and called it Hannah Solo, and did a sort of characteristic Han Solo stance of blaster, you know, at the ready. And I'm going to do that again with this one and do another version of Hannah Solo. She seems to be a bit of a theme for me, just looking at the heads there. Again, some really cool faces, like that alien head as well. Seems to have got a breather on it. I love that pistol up in the air, pointing. Lots and lots. Oh, I like that. I like the holstered big blaster. That's cool. All these bits are incredibly useful, pouches and what have you. Oh, and a wrench, adjustable wrench. In case there's any plumbing, and you should have good plumbing in space, because you don't want a dirty spaceship and smelly. Again, these are all, let's be honest, they're what you've come to expect from Stargrave, from North Star. I think there's some really nice heads there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing with these. Kitty, excellent. And again, the female bug-eyed one, I love those throws. I'm definitely painting those up as, you know, as the female is the gaudy one. And I'm thinking about, you know, like how birds, it's usually the males that are in display, but here I think I'm going to do some do the female as a very gaudy one. I'm trying to remember, the males look very dowdy as I painted them, but I do like painting the eyes on them enormously. Lovely variation. Oh, I like those. Oh, they've got hair. Those sort of skull-faced ones. These kind of tight skull-faced aliens. You know, the skin stretched really taut over the skull and the sort of short, snub nose. I've painted those. They're kind of like my Martians. So there's red Martians and green Martians. So I do, and in my version of Stargrave, they hate each other. So what, you know, I just put that in as a kind of nod to these matters that we see in the world. And there's some really great, I love that one, sort of mad goblinoid type thing. That's cool. Caps, shades, she's cool. She's nails, not going to mess with her. And again, obviously all these are, I understand, and I'm sure they will be, all the arms will be interchangeable with everything from Frostgrave and all the other Stargrave sprues. So there you go, I think I've talked long enough. Really happy to get my mitts on those. I'm going to stick something together. I'm not going to stick it on the end of this video because I'm going to publish this straight away, haha, because I think I'm first. And I will try, I'm going to try, and it's 7:33 now on Friday night. I'm going to try and get one of these painted up and post another quick video on it later. Fingers crossed. So I'm definitely going to do one of these plastics because I love these plastics. Love them to bits. They remind me of early days of Rogue Trader and plastics and what have you, and being much younger than I am now. Okay guys, I'll try and catch you later.